My husband forbade me from entering his secret house. For years, I respected his wishes, even when curiosity gnawed at me. But after his death, I finally opened the door, and what I discovered left me speechless. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit subscribe and tap the like button. It all started nearly 25 years ago, when we were newly married. One afternoon, he took me for a drive outside town. The roads grew narrower, lined with tall trees and wild grass. At the end of the lane stood a modest little house, paint peeling, curtains drawn, the kind of place you might drive past without noticing. "This is mine," he said simply, "but you are never to come here. Promise me." I remember laughing nervously, thinking he was joking. But when I saw the seriousness in his eyes, I knew he meant it. "Why?" I asked. "Because some things are better left alone," he answered. And that was all he ever said. At first, I didn't think much of it. We were young, busy building our lives, raising children, paying bills. But the thought of that house never left me. He would disappear there on certain weekends, sometimes late at night. He never stayed long, but when he returned, he was quiet, distant, as if part of him still lingered in those rooms. I trusted him. I told myself every marriage has secrets, and this was his. But deep inside, I wondered, was it another woman? Was it a past he couldn't let go of? Or was it something darker? For decades, the house remained off limits. I never followed him. I never asked again. It became a silent wall between us, always there, but never discussed. Then came the day that changed everything. He passed away suddenly, a heart attack while tending the garden. One moment, he was humming an old tune, trimming the roses. The next, he was gone. The grief was unbearable, the house so empty without his footsteps, his voice, his laughter. And then, among his papers, I found a small brass key. I knew instantly what it unlocked. For days I resisted. He had made me promise, and even in death, I felt bound by that vow. But the more I thought about it, the more the key seemed to burn in my hand. He was gone. His secrets had died with him. Or maybe, just maybe, they were waiting for me. One gray morning, I drove down that familiar lane. The little house looked the same, as though time had stood still. My hands trembled as I slid the key into the lock. The door creaked open, and with it, a chapter of my life I never knew existed. Inside, I didn't find what I feared. There were no traces of another woman. No hidden fortune. No sinister clues. Instead, I found memories. The walls were covered in photographs. Old, yellowed snapshots pinned in neat rows. Some of me from years ago, before we were married. Some of him as a young boy, smiling awkwardly at the camera. And then dozens of pictures of people I didn't recognize. On the table lay journals, stacked neatly, each one filled with his handwriting. With trembling fingers, I opened one. And suddenly I understood. My husband had grown up in this house. It was where his childhood unfolded, a childhood marked by loss and pain he had never shared with me. His parents had died when he was very young, leaving him to be raised by a stern uncle who rarely showed kindness. This little house was both his prison and his shelter. The journals revealed everything: his loneliness, his longing for family, his fear of being abandoned. When he met me, he wrote, it was the first time he truly felt seen. But he could never bring himself to talk about the pain of his past. So instead, he kept it here in the house that had shaped him. And then I found something that broke me completely. In one journal, tucked between the pages, was a letter addressed to me. My name written in his shaky handwriting. With tears streaming down my face, I unfolded it. "My love," it began. "If you are reading this, it means I am gone. Please forgive me for keeping this place from you. I was not hiding another life. I was hiding the pieces of myself I couldn't bear to show. This house holds the boy I once was, the fears I never escaped, and the memories too heavy to share. I kept it locked because I didn't want my darkness to shadow the light we built together. But know this, you were my home. Not these walls, not these journals. You. Always you." I pressed the letter to my chest and wept. All those years I had wondered, feared, doubted. And the truth was so simple. He hadn't been hiding from me. He had been protecting me, shielding me from a pain he didn't know how to put into words. I spent hours in that house, reading, piecing together the story of the man I thought I knew completely. And when I finally left, I didn't feel betrayed. I felt closer to him than ever before. The secret house wasn't a symbol of distance. It was a testament to how deeply he loved me. Because sometimes love isn't about sharing every scar. Sometimes it's about carrying your burdens alone, so the one you love doesn't have to. And though he's gone, I carry his story now. I carry the boy he once was, the man he became, and the love he gave me. Cherry Blossom, if this story touched your heart, please give the video a like. It helps more people find these stories and join our little community. And if you want to hear more heartfelt stories like this, about love, family, and the hidden truths that shape our lives, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Together, we remind each other that we're never alone. Sparkling Heart. And if you'd like to support me even further, you can always send a super thanks. It means more than you know. Lots of love, and I'll see you in the next video. Sparkles.